Welcome to the Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. The only show dedicated to helping parents maximize their kids' experiences and for kids to reap the fun. Here are your hosts, the Bodacious family, Adam, Anthony, and Zachary.
Yeah! Welcome.
What's up?
Welcome back to the Bodaciously Awesome Family
Show. Yeah.
I am your host, Adam.
I'm your host, Zach.
And we are live. We are back. We are better than ever. And Zach, every year we have a tradition in our house. It is the tradition of watching the granddaddy of them all,
WrestleMania.
I'm sorry, say that with some more gusto.
WrestleMania.
Say it like Vince McMahon wants you to say it.
WrestleMania.
Oh, that was good. That was a good growl. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
And so we'll get to that here in a second. Remember, you can always drop us a line on Gmail, BodaciousAwesomeFamilyShow@gmail.com. Find us all over the place, Facebook and Twitter at Bodacious Family.
Yeah.
Like us, subscribe to us. We're really close to 40,000 downloads. That's pretty cool. We should hit that pretty soon.
That's lit.
That is lit.
It's fire.
It is fire. We have no weird thing going on. Like when we hit like 5,000 Twitter followers, we ate crickets. We have no weird thing going on for 40,000 downloads.
Fry Showdown.
We do need to get the Fry Showdown ready, so we will start working on that. So maybe this, we'll have a Fry Showdown going on. So, but lots of good things coming up in the next few weeks. Today, we're talking WrestleMania. Now, I'm assuming that WrestleMania this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, will not be as good as a viewing experience for you as WrestleMania last year was.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
And why not?
Because we were there.
We were there last year.
We were there.
And that was pretty cool.
It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit.
Fire.
That's what I've been told.
Yes.
All right, so, Zach, I got the card here. We're going to go through both nights, and I want you to give me some quick reactions. Throw out a winner if you want, predictions on WrestleMania nights 1 and 2.
Predictions.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start with night 1. All right, so night 1, Saturday night, April 2nd.
Is that the date?
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, good. All right, match 1, and the matches are in no certain order. So match 1, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, because Big E out with a broken neck, against. Now, right now it's being listed as Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I've also heard that it could be Sheamus and Butch, which is Pete Dunne, instead, and have Ridge Holland on the outside. Given that Ridge Holland broke Big E's neck, I would not reward him.
Didn't he break someone else's too?
No, he had gotten hurt first.
Oh. And
then he broke Big E's neck. Yeah, I wouldn't reward him with a WrestleMania shot. I would give that to Pete Dunne / Butch. Or I'd even put Butch with Ridge Holland and make Sheamus on the outside. Because I don't think anyone's like, man, I got to have Sheamus on the card. I mean, I like Sheamus, but...
Not really.
Yeah, he's fine.
I think New Day wins.
You see, you go New Day?
Yeah.
I am too. But I like the thing I like most about this is that it's someone new, right? Ridge Holland is new to WrestleMania. I like putting new guys on WrestleMania.
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne would be great. All right, next we have. I think this might be the best match of the night: Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. You don't think this is gonna be the best match of the night, do you? No, it's awful.
-7 out of 1,000.
Yeah, it's pretty close to that answer, yeah.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre's a good talent. Happy Corbin, he's okay, not great. When you mix them together, you get horribleness.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not looking forward to this match. I'm going to go Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I would love to see this. So one thing they've done is they do a lot now with, obviously they have two nights. They have a lot of matches. And they're trying to load up the SmackDown before, and then the Raw afterwards is always pretty big too. And because Ricochet will be on SmackDown before. And defending the IC title.
He doesn't have a match at WrestleMania?
No, he's going to be on Friday on SmackDown. And same thing with Finn Balor and the U.S. champion.
Wait, they're not doing the Damian Priest?
It's going to be on SmackDown.
What?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I would put either one of those here. I would actually put, and I've heard it's going to be a three-way. I don't know who the third person is, but Damian Priest versus Balor versus somebody else. I would put that here instead of Drew McIntyre, Happy Corbin, and I would have that be on SmackDown. That is not a WrestleMania match.
Definitely not.
All right. Next up, we have the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, against The Miz and his tag team partner, YouTube sensation Logan Paul.
Mysterious.
I think the Mysterios win, and this is one of those weird instances where the celebrity angle is going to be as a bad guy. Like, there's not many times the celebrity is the heel. But Logan Paul plays a great heel. I mean, people, I think, just genuinely just don't like him, like, as a character.
Boo.
Yeah, I think he draws a lot of heat being him.
Boo.
I think teaming up with The Miz was a beautiful idea, so I'm actually looking forward to that match. I'm expecting Logan Paul to get beaten up a lot and people to cheer that.
Yes!
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. All right, moving right along, we have another tag team match. We have the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, defending their Smackdown tag team titles against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Again, another new guy here on WrestleMania.
Ooh, doo, doo. Usos.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of matches where I think that I'm predicting a lot of title changes. So this might be one where I could see happening. The Usos have had it.
Usos.
The Usos have had it for a while, so we'll see. But I don't think you're wrong, but I don't think you're right. I'm gonna go for the title change. I'm gonna say Shinsuke and Rick Boogs, just to be different. All right. Next up, so that's where the card gets a little weird. We have Seth Rollins versus somebody.
Oh, I think it's Cody Rhodes.
Everybody thinks it's Cody Rhodes, which has actually been a pretty interesting build that they've built this match with Cody Rhodes. Never appeared, he hasn't appeared on WWE television in 6 years.
How have they built the match?
They've just said that Seth Rollins needs a spot on WrestleMania, and they've that's it. And then the crowd has begun chanting Cody a lot, so everyone's anticipating Cody. Cody hasn't said anything. Seth hasn't said anything. Like, it's just been a vacant build. And here's the thing, though, Zach. One other thing.
Yeah.
Like, if Cody Rhodes comes out, will people care?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's Cody Rhodes.
Okay, so you think that when Cody Rhodes' music hits, people will go nuts?
Yes.
I hope so. I like Cody as a person. I hope that it works well for him.
If they're chanting Cody, what do you think?
Good point. Now, what happens if he comes back out as Stardust? You have to talk.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, then no one would be happy.
All right, moving right along. The next, again, we have another weirder one here, in that we have Steve Austin, Stone Cold! Is that your glass break? Appearing on the KO show. So Kevin Owens hosting a talk show with Stone Cold.
Stunner.
So, let me ask you this. Do you think this is going to be more than Kevin Owens talking bad and Austin stunning him? Or do you think there's going to be an actual brawl?
Maybe a brawl.
Yeah, I'm actually expecting a good 5-minute brawl. I think this is going to go, like, usually here, you'd expect just, a stunner or two, and that's it. I think that Austin's going to come to actually fight a little bit. I mean, he didn't want to do a match, but I think there's going to be an actual, like, some more than just one stunner and that's it, or two stunners and that's it.
More.
Yeah, do you think Kevin Owens gets any offense in? Like, you think he throws any punches?
Maybe a couple.
I think so.
Maybe he, like, gloats, and he's like, haha, Steve, and he just goes, and when Steve's on the ground, and then he starts picking him up to throw him in the corner, Steve just gets up, boom, stunner, dead.
Maybe. All right. Next up, we have Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bel-Air for the Raw Women's Championship.
I'm not sure about this one. I think I'm going Bianca.
I am too, and this is one, if I were them, like sometimes, like they throw in like one really like surprise fast match, like Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. I would make this one be 30 seconds. I would have Becky Lynch coming out, doing all of her like, I'm the man, da da da, and having Bianca Belair just come in, beat her up real quick, throw in the ring, do her pump handle slam finish thing, or that big, showing off all her strength, and do a quick pin and just dominate real fast.
That would work.
Yeah, I think that would be the best play. All right, last match for Saturday night. Charlotte Flair defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Ronda Rousey.
Isn't this like the 11th time?
No, I think it's like of Charlotte being champion or them facing each other.
Facing each other.
I don't think so. No.
This year they decided to do all the previous WrestleMania events.
Well, Becky's not in this one, but yeah, I get you. It's definitely it's a retread.
Charlotte versus Ronda versus Becky. Charlotte versus Ronda. Roman Reigns versus Brock 2015. Roman Reigns versus Brock 2019.
Yeah, I get you. There's a lot of retread here. So who do you think wins this?
I think... this one's hard. I think I'm going to go Ronda, though. Because she's had such a build.
Yeah, I think so, too, unfortunately.
With the Charlotte, I've never tapped out.
Yeah, I'd like to see Charlotte win, honestly, but I think it's going to be Ronda. All right. Let's move on to Sunday night. So now we go to Sunday night 2. There's some surprises in this one that you may not know about. So here we go. Number 1, announcer, former Colts kicker Pat McAfee against Austin Theory.
Pat McAfee wins.
Yeah, and let me tell you, for those who have not watched NXT, Pat McAfee's had 2 NXT matches, and he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he fought Adam Cole and who else?
Well, he fought Adam Cole, and that match is surprisingly good.
Yeah, that was great.
And then he was in the War Games match with against the entire Undisputed Era.
Oh yeah.
But he did some a
top rope moonsault. He was good.
Yeah, and he did some jumps some leapfrogs from the canvas to the top rope. He's
not bad.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed. So I agree. Pat McAfee wins this. Now here's my bonus question for you.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Bonus question: during this match, does Shane McMahon come out?
Why would Shane McMahon come out? Didn't he get fired?
He did get fired, but Austin Theory's been hanging around Vince McMahon, and this match was set up by Vince McMahon in the story. So the question is, does Shane come out?
Yeah, maybe. I think Shane comes out, then Vince comes out.
Oh, I like that. Or vice versa. I like that. Okay. Next up, here's a new match. You don't know about this one. The almighty Bobby Lashley, back from injury, against Omos.
Ooh.
Almost not been defeated yet.
Almost wins.
Yeah, I know, but how dominantly does he win? Because Bobby Lashley's now you're putting him up against some big names. You can't just be letting him just beat up the cannon fodder. I think
he's gonna beat him up, and then they'll have a match at SummerSlam, and Bobby Lashley's gonna win.
Okay. I think this one even goes a step further. I think MVP turns on Bobby Lashley and becomes the manager for Omos.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. Next up, our next celebrity endorsement match, Johnny Knoxville from a TV show that you cannot name on a family podcast versus Sami Zayn in an anything goes match.
I think it's going to be horrible, and I think Johnny Knoxville wins out of outside interference.
Well, I'll tell you 3 things. I think it's actually going to be not horrible. I think it's going to be very funny, because Johnny Knoxville is very funny.
Very funny.
And I think there's going to be a lot of outside interference. I think you're absolutely correct. I think that everybody from that show is going to show up, and it's just going to be a 10-minute comedy fest.
Yep.
I'm sure I won't like that in the moment, but I'm sure it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Next up, maybe the match I am looking the most forward to, the Rated R Superstar, the Iconoclast, Edge against the phenomenal AJ
Oh.
Now, here's the one thing. AJ hasn't had a great match in a little bit.
He hasn't?
I mean, the match against The Undertaker 2 years ago, in the Boneyard match, was pretty good. But cinematic.
He hasn't been on, the WrestleMania card in, a singles match and sent to that one.
Right. But even in general, he had that incredible feud with Cena, right? But, his matches with Shinsuke weren't all that good. I love AJ. I think he's phenomenal, and I think he's been holding it back. And I think that Edge is going to bring it out. I'm really looking forward to Edge and AJ.
Me too.
I mean, they can tear it down.
I think the finish is AJ goes for the phenomenal form into a spear.
That would be pretty amazing.
I think it's going to happen.
All right, 3 matches left here. Next one, the Women's Tag Team Championships. Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Shia Baszler and Natalya in a 4-way.
The second team wins.
You think it'll be Sasha Banks and Naomi?
Yep.
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go with man. I may go Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. All the teams have a weird pairing. I love Sasha Banks, big boss fan. Naomi's fine. I don't dislike her, but I don't know, it's a weird pairing. Rhea Ripley, love. Liv Morgan, I really like, but I don't know if it really works as a team. They seem too different, but I think that Liv Morgan can become a mini Rhea Ripley, and then I'm all about it. So that's why I'm going there. And then Shia is amazing, but Natalya is, she's at the point where now she can put things over. I mean, she doesn't need the titles anymore. So I'm gonna go Rhea and Liv.
I agree.
No, you don't.
Wait, no, I don't. I meant Sasha and
Naomi. All right. Next lap. All right. We have another tag team match for the Raw titles. We have the champions RK Bro, Randy Borton and Orton and Riddle versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. I think Bro loses, and I think that one of them turns on the other one. I don't know which one's going to be the heel.
I don't think Riddle's turning. I think it's Borton.
I don't know. I mean, I think that you should think it's Borton because it makes the most sense because he's always kind of like comes a heel. But I think that you can really have Riddle take off as a main single star being the bad guy because I think he's could do it. And I think that you have Orton get pinned and you have Riddle just go nuts and just tear him apart. And I would love it because I also really don't like Randy Orton.
I hate Borton. It's like he's like Logan Paul. I will pay to get him see beat up.
Which is kind of the point.
Yeah, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's not the point then.
Yeah.
All right, last match. The WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus WWE Champion Brock Lesnar in a title-for-title, winner-take-all unification match.
Yay.
Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you something. I am looking forward to this. Here's why. Want to know why? Ask me why. Go ahead.
Give me one good reason.
I don't have a good reason, but ask me why.
Exactly.
Ask me why.
Why?
As you know, they faced each other a couple times.
A couple?
Now.
Only?
The first time, you had Seth Rollins come in the middle and make it a three-way, and that the incredible surprise ending, which elevates. The match is fine. It's great when Seth Rollins gets involved. The second time is kind of boring.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, is that Roman, over the last year and a half, has been more or less great. And Brock, over the last couple years, when he doesn't just do the same old, he's not facing Goldberg, which are always pretty bad, has been more, or even Undertaker, because he was old at the time, are often pretty great. I have a feeling that those two are like, hey, listen, let's not go out there and be boring. Let's actually tear it down. And I think they definitely could do it if they actually put that mind to it.
Don't think so.
You don't think it's going to happen?
Mm-mm.
You deny me this?
Yes.
This is another match, by the way. I would love to see, Roman taking that slow walk to the ring and Brock just coming down, like the old Austin Rock matches, right? Have Brock come down the aisle and just start that match in the aisle immediately. Get rid of, the 10-minute, opening, walk to the ring and get that jump started. I think it would be really helpful.
Me too.
All right, so Zach, are there any surprises that you think we're going to see? Are there any weird things that you want to talk about or mention as part of our WrestleMania preview?
No.
So what about the Stand and Deliver? So the NXT matches before on Saturday, anything there you really looking forward to?
I don't know the matches.
Well, there's a ladder match for the NA title.
I want to watch that.
And then we also have Dolph Ziggler against...
Hey, don't make it bad. Just think of the ladder match.
Well, hey, Dolph Ziggler versus Braun Breaker. I'm okay with that. And we have Duke, I think, versus Ciampa. I like that one, too. I'm just saying there's some stuff in there that I'm going to be kind of okay with. All things equal. But the ladder match, I know. And Cameron Grimes is in the ladder match.
Who's in the ladder match?
It doesn't matter. Cameron Grimes is in it.
Okay.
Who else matters?
Carlo Hayes?
Yeah, he's in it. Oh, and there's LA Knight versus Walter. Another good match.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not an awful card for Stand and Deliver. And then last thing, Hall of Fame, Friday night, Undertaker gets in. What you think?
Friday night Undertaker?
Well, for the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is Friday night, and Undertaker gets inducted into the Hall of Fame.
I want to see, what Kane did, and he's, in that anger management, he's like, I tombstone the priest. I want Undertaker to do that to the Hall of Fame guy.
So Undertaker will be actually inducted by Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon's never been, as an inductor. He's never been inducted, and he always tells people that they can't even thank him during their speeches. He doesn't want to be involved. So Vince being the inductor is a huge, huge thing.
Never knew that.
Also going to the Hall of Fame with Big Van Vader, and now the Steiner brothers got announced. So Rick and Scott Steiner getting put in. What do you think?
Good.
You like all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about here about WrestleMania?
No.
All right, so we're going to go Saturday night. We're going to see it at Carlos' house. Sunday, we have some friends coming over, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give a shout out to Carlos.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Carlos! All right, we're going to see you all next week. We will... Oh, wait.
No.
You grabbed the mic.
You grabbed the mic.
You grabbed the mic.
You grabbed the mic.
All right, everyone. We'll talk to y'all next week. Don't be awesome.
Be bodaciously awesome.
And we'll talk to y'all next week. See you later. Bye!
11th WrestleMania Brock Lesnar match.